It's Week 11 of the 2022 season, and the spotlight is on these Chiefs' speedy running back. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Nifty move. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground, and they want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. The 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Returnable here for Davis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game and leading the way. Already a star in just his 3rd season. It's Justin Herbert.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Hands it off out of the gun.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 136 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney.
Still 3rd down.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A big play there for KC. 42 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and you play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this 1st half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Chiefs offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
The 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2. As we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now here's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Play action. It's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect it with his legs for that first down pickup.
Herbert on first down now. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So we have come to
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, what a move. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they top 30.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But
looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's got room.
Evades the tackler, and now some space.
Still going.
The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Mine feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's James.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Just a yard to go here on second down.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. 5 plays there on that drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So out come the Chargers.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football,
Not easily done.
Johnson on poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Now after the fumble recovery. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Dances by at the 20. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play. And it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
He finds his man complete. That's James. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it fourth down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Davis now to return it. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams from 19 yards away. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive goes 8 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On second and 10, Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. And again, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mahomes looking to throw on third and 2. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On second and very short, Herbert. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Chargers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes throwing on fourth. They'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent. The flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Johnson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
Again, it's Johnson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Holding offense.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So not only did they get the win, but, bro, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now.